Hello, welcome to the Tabs and Icons Consulting video series. In today's video, we're going to look at the checkbox form control in Excel. Now, where is the checkbox form control located in Microsoft Excel? We're going to see that shortly. And what does it do? The checkbox form control actually helps to monitor your listed items, your itinerary for the day, to see which ones you've completed and which ones are uncompleted. Now, let's look at the sample of what we're going to do today now. Now I click here and I have all this. I have this already designed. Let me take this out. Now I've taken all this out, showing that I have just listed all the items that I want to achieve for the day on column A. Now I have the status here showing if I've completed any one, I've got to click here, check this box, and the remark should show done. Now the outstanding items, if you look here, they are the same things as the ones we have here, because nothing has been completed. So if I check on any item here and the status, the remark shows done, it should immediately be taken off from the outstanding list. So I have review of yesterday's work. I click here, it's done. Notice that it's out of this place. I click on this, it's out. I continue to select all the items that I have done. And as I select these items, you notice that the color of the item changes with this. It notes a line sort of, drawn across them. That's how it's been formatted to take. So if I select all this, you will notice at the end of the day, it's showing me all tasks done. So this is what we are going to prepare right now in our exercises. Let's go to our data sheet and do that. Now I have this list here. The first thing I'm going to do is to insert the checkbox. Now the checkbox is done using the developer tab. Now, developer tab does not come by default. So if you don't have the developer tab, right click on any part of your ribbon and click on customize the ribbon. It takes you straight to this menu. Look at the right on the main tab. If your customize the ribbon is not on the main tab, please select it on the main tab and scroll down until you see developer. Check on the developer and click OK. Now, the moment you've done that, so we have the developer, which means we are all on the same page now. Now, the checkbox is actually in the group that is called controls under the insert icon. So I'm going to insert the first checkbox there. I click on developer, go to the controls group, I click on insert, and here it is. So I click here, come down to status, I draw a little icon there, and that's the checkbox. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out the default writing there, which is the checkbox. So I'm going to take out that and I come out there. Now I need to copy this one straight to all the items I have assigned to achieve today. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to assign a particular cell or a link cell, so that when I click this, it's going to tell me true or false. So I'm going to right click on format control. It takes me straight to this box. Now what cell am I linking this to? I can link it to any cell of my choice, but usually I prefer to link it to the same cell where I have my checkbox. So I'm linking it here and I take OK. Now if I select or check that box, you see it's telling me true, and if I unselect it, it's telling me false. Even if I delete this one and I click this, it's still going to tell me true or false. So I cannot copy this straight. That means I've got to do for each one. So I'm going to quickly assign all. Come here, assign this, and I take OK. Go to the next one, and I do that quickly. Assign this one here, and I click OK. Go to the next one. Now, since you can't copy across, you have to do this one after the other. It's part of the processes of achieving this. So I'm still going to do this. I come to this place and I click OK. I still have 3 more, I guess. Yeah, right click, format control, come to cell link. I click on this, take OK. 2 more, get this cell link, click on this, and I take OK. Then we do the last one as well. Right click here, take this, take the cell link, and that's all for that. So I have all already linked to each of the cells. So any of this I click now will show me that I have done that is true. I can take it out, it tells me false. Now what I'm going to do, I want to take out this color so that it doesn't show. Write out fine. So it is there, but I've decided to just take that off. Now the next thing is I want to, when I select this, which is done, I also want to see a line run across this, or the color of this particular cell change, so that it shows me that it's done. I'm going to highlight all this. I've highlighted this. Go to my conditional formatting under the home tab. Now under the home tab you'll see new rule. So I click on new rule, and the next thing I'm going to do is use a formula to determine which cells to format. I click on this, and I'm going to come here and say equal to this particular cell. Now because I intend to take that one across, I'm going to remove the row so that I can leave the column, and I'm formatting that, saying if that B is checked, what formatting should I do? Let me go to the font. I want to change the font color to probably something this way, and I also want a strike through. That means once I have a particular cell checked, I should change the color to what I have here, and then a strike through. I guess that color is not good enough. Okay, so I now take OK, and I take OK again. So you can see that any of this I select now will give that strike through immediately. So we are getting there gradually. I take out all these ones. Now if I select this, that means by default this is true. So I can come here and use an if statement to say equal to if this particular place is equal to true, what happened? I want to have there done. If it's not, I want to say outstanding. Guess that spelling is correct here. I want to say outstanding, so I can't do this. Now if I copy this down, you will notice that all these ones are showing outstanding, and if I pick any one, it's showing this is done. I pick this, it's showing this is done. So my job is getting easier. Okay, so let me leave this one and move to the next stage. Now I want if I have a very long list, it's going to be very difficult for me to look through this and know which items are outstanding. So why don't I extract only the outstanding items into another page? For the purpose of this exercise, we're doing it by the side, but in your real work, you can actually do it on a different sheet. So I'm going to use the filter function. We know that powerful function that Microsoft introduced in 2016. I'm going to use the filter function to extract the items from this particular list. I don't know if this filter function is actually Office 365 or 2016, but I know it's one of the very later functions that Microsoft introduced. So I'm going to say equal to filter. Filter what array? I'm coming to the whole of this array to filter this array. Now I take a comma, it's asking me include. Include what? I can take it from C, I can take it from there, but let me take it from here. Include this place equal to. So it's going to bring in the one that are false. That means if it is false, it means that that item is outstanding. Is it false? If it is false, it's outstanding. So I'm done. I just hit my enter key and let's see what happens. Great. So any item that is outstanding here is extracted. I have review here. If I check on review, it takes it off this list. Now I still want to do something. I want this list. This is in uppercase, but I want it to be in lowercase. I will do that. If I check all this, assuming I've finished all my tasks and I check all this, look at what it's showing me. It's showing me this error message, and I don't want that error message. I just want it to tell me all tasks completed. So how can I achieve that? I'm going back to my formula to edit the formula. I'm going to say if that formula gives me an error, that's if error function, this is my value. Now if I take a comma, it's going to ask me value if error. If this translates into an error, what do I want? I want something to be all task completed, something like that. All task completed. So I can hit my enter key, and that's all right. So let me complete all the tasks and see what we have there. Now I have here all tasks completed. So I can click here, I have the outstanding items there. I click here, I have the outstanding items. I select all, I have all items outstanding. So that's how to use the checkbox as well as using the filter button. Now, if you don't have the filter function, because I said it's new, there are other functions that you can actually use to achieve this same purpose. Thank you very much for listening. In other videos, we'll see much more of what Excel can do. Bye-bye.